Welcome back to the Hot Seat Essay, where we don't wear robes, but we do bring the heat. Today, we're covering what might be one of the most surreal moments in the Senzo Meyiwa trial. And trust us, the bar for surreal in this trial is already buried underground. After weeks of serious testimony, witness inconsistencies, and legal back and forth, we thought we'd seen it all. We're not joking. The judge, not the prosecutor, not the defense, the judge, asked if Officer Mabasa had ever heard of a person being born with a gold tooth. Yes, born with a gold tooth. You heard that right. Let's break this all the way down. And not with dental tools. Let's unpack this golden nugget. Pun intended. The setting? Serious courtroom. Murder trial. A police officer, Officer Mabasa, on the stand after days of grilling. The moment? The prosecutor finishes his re-examination. It's done. The defense is ready. But then, Judge Ratha decides he's not satisfied. He leans in, clears his throat, and asks, "Have you ever heard of someone being born with a gold tooth?" Excuse us? This is not a dental seminar. This is not the SABC's Ask the Dentist. This is the courtroom where the nation expects truth, justice, and professional judicial conduct. And instead, we get speculative tooth fairy cross-examination by the judge. We're talking about a question that would have been laughed out of a high school debate. But here, it's being asked under oath in the middle of a national trial that has cost the public more than 30 million rand. Now look, let's be fair for a moment. In some cases, physical features like tattoos, scars, or yes, even gold teeth might play a role in identifying suspects. That's forensic science. That's real. But what Judge Ratha did was not forensic. It wasn't even grounded in courtroom relevance. He wasn't verifying evidence. He was spinning a bizarre narrative that will suit the state and possibly prepare an argument for Brigadier Janinda tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised when Janinda is on the stand saying accused number 3 may have been wearing removable gold insert. You know, the one used by rappers in music videos. And old Uncle Tommy will nod in agreement with that nonsense speculative answer. You could practically imagine Officer Mabasa squirming. The poor man is a cell phone analyst. He's not a dentist. He's not a cultural anthropologist. He's not Dr. Smile. But here he was, trying to answer whether or not gold teeth tarnish, whether they can be temporary, and if he had ever heard of children being born with them. Can someone call Colgate? Because this court clearly needs some professional intervention. Here's where it gets serious. Behind the jokes, there's a strategic move happening. Whether intentional or not, Judge Ratha's gold-tooth TED Talk ended up bolstering the prosecution's witness. Think about it. Officer Mabasa had just finished giving evidence that was, at best, shaky. He's not a dental expert. His re-examination had already tried to massage clarity into vague answers. But instead of moving on, the judge extended the witness's time on the stand, essentially doing damage control on behalf of the state. What happened to judicial neutrality? When did asking a witness leading, irrelevant, and borderline childish questions become part of the judge's job? The defense picked up on it instantly. Manisi and Ramasepale stood up as soon as the last word left the judge's mouth, and you could see why. This wasn't a clarification. This was a cleanup job framed as curiosity. By asking about gold teeth, how permanent they are, how they're inserted, what they mean socially, the judge was trying to anchor the witness's earlier statement, making it seem more informed, more deliberate, and more believable. That's courtroom influence, and it doesn't belong in the mouth of a neutral judge. Let's talk about the legal fallout of that moment. When a judge behaves like this, it creates appealable moments, points of contention that defense lawyers can latch onto and say, "Your Honor interfered in a way that prejudiced the accused." The moment the judge starts to look like he's supplementing the state's case, it's not just ethically messy, it's legally dangerous. Because here's the truth. Every time a question is asked by a judge, it carries more authority than when it comes from counsel. It's perceived by the jury, the media, and even the public as more important, more meaningful. So when Judge Ratha decides to casually play orthodontist, he's not just being odd, he's tilting the courtroom scales. Gold teeth, Your Honor. Really? What's next? Checking if one of the accused might be hiding silver fillings. Maybe we can check for tattoos with UV lights too, since we're playing CSI Johannesburg. Let's address the elephant in the courtroom: perception. When the judge cracks open culturally loaded topics like gold teeth without medical expertise or legal need, it paints a picture where the court is comfortable playing with stereotypes, where fashion, culture, and race intersect with assumptions of criminality. And that's what's most disturbing. Because let's be honest, if the accused were white, in a suit, with veneers instead of grills, would we be talking about being born with metal teeth? Would the judge ask whether the color of a dental inlay proves anything? Doubt it. This isn't just a weird question. It's a moment that exposes the uncomfortable double standards that creep into our courts, and the fact that it came from the very person entrusted to keep balance. That's terrifying. So what did we learn today? Gold teeth are apparently a legal topic now. Judges might start moonlighting as dental experts. And in South Africa's most high-profile murder case, we're asking questions better suited to Dr. Phil than to cross-examination. Justice doesn't come with crowns and grills. It comes with fairness, neutrality, and respect for the rule of law. And this courtroom, under Judge Ratha, is starting to look more like a Mickey Mouse court with a dental wing than a serious legal institution. The people deserve better. You've been watching the Hot Seat Essay, where we don't polish the truth, we pull it out, root and all. Like, comment, and let us know. Was Judge Ratha out of line? Or was this just another day in the circus? Don't forget to subscribe, because justice doesn't take a break, and neither do we. The people deserve better.
Welcome to the fire where the stakes ignite, where the questions burn hotter than the night. No escape once you're locked in the heat. This is your trial on the hot seat. Welcome to the fire where the stakes ignite, where the questions burn hotter than the night. No escape once you're locked in the heat. This is your trial on the hot seat. Ticking clocks and the sweat